Hello and welcome to another episode of Shootin with the Scotts.
What's going on, everybody?
I am one of your hosts, Mrs. Sharon Scott, and I am here with my husband and co-host, Mr. Peter Scott.
What's going on, everybody? Peter Scott, also known as Gamer for Hire.
Hey.
Good to be here. Glad to have you guys back.
And of course, our adorable third host, Miss Harleen Rose. Hi, baby. Hey. What's up? So we are here every week to chill and talk. I forgot what I usually say.
While you're here, guys, and while she's thinking, go ahead and hit subscribe here on YouTube. Scott Enterprises Production. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All that good jazz. It's pretty much the same thing everywhere. If not, it's scottent.pod. Either way, that's us. Go ahead and follow us. Drop down in the comments. Say what's up, guys. Hit like. All that good jazz.
We are here this week, as we are every week, to come, talk, and chill. Shoot whatever shit comes across our table. And we always start out our podcast episodes with our first segment, our Roses and Thorns, where we reflect on the things that have happened throughout the week in our lives. So, Mr. Scott.
Oh, I got to start again?
I went first last week.
Here we go. It's always on me, guys. I guess my thorn for the week would be Walmart or stores in Oreos.
Right.
Have been making these ice creams now. If you didn't know, they pulled their stock of Good Humor stuff off the shelves and abandoned everybody for a hot minute there and came back with a rebranded Oreo brand ice cream.
It's so good.
But the shit's fire. But I couldn't find any of the bar ones that they usually sell. It's like now people are getting hip to the Oreo ice cream, and I'm like, why is it once I'm highly invested and low-key addicted to their shit, everybody want to buy it up? So that's my thorn. My rose is that Harley rolled for me today. It's been a struggle the last few days, honestly. She has not been enjoying tummy time.
At all.
In the slightest.
At all.
But today we was chilling. My mom went to the store. And she did her thing. That'll be on the vlog, so
yes.
Check that out when you can.
Oh, man.
What about you? What are your roses and your thorns?
My rose is that...
like Leon over here.
I know, right? My rose is that I've had a pretty good past 2 weeks mentally. In my last therapy session, we had talked a lot about just how your mind controls your reality, essentially. And when you focus on more positive things, like you receive more positive things, like the law of attraction type stuff. So I have been having a pretty good week in general. It's been good. I won't say that it's perfect. I still have moments where I'm like in my head and bombarded by all the negative thoughts.
Right.
But like anything, mental health is a process. You're not going to be 100% perfect with it. So overall, I've had a pretty good week. Just looking on the brighter side of things and, challenging those negative thoughts that have come my way.
Yeah.
So that's my rose. My thorn? Ooh.
Well, if you stop sticking your fingers down your throat, maybe you wouldn't be coughing.
My thorn? I don't think I have a thorn, so I'll bring out another rose. I started playing a new game, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which is like a spinoff of the Borderlands series, which is my favorite series of games. And it's been pretty nice. It's a lot. It's like the base of the game is like real Borderlands-esque, but all of the other shit that you could do in the game is like it makes it unique. Like, it's 110 times more customizable than a regular Borderlands game, and that's the part that I enjoy the most. It takes me some time to make my choices because I want to go over everything and make sure that I like it and make sure that everything is coordinated. But
like Horizon is kind of like that. You can kind of customize how you want to fight and play, but that means you got to learn every weapon and what it does and how to use it and what's the proper way to use it for what. I'm like,
yep.
I like the little weapons wheel I got right now, and I think I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna just keep upgrading my weapons and call it a day.
Hey, well, I was like, once you find something that works that you're good with, stick with it. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. That's my second rose. And so yeah.
What's your roses and thorns for the week, Harley? And then what? Okay. That's cool. Any thorns? Mom? Mom was a thorn?
Me?
Tell us how you really feel.
I was a thorn? What?
So, what's next on the agenda today, love?
So today, we're going to move on to our new segment, Mom Jokes. So, Peter, why didn't one melon want to run off to Vegas with the other melon?
Why?
Because he's a cantaloupe. Shut up. It was funny.
I get it. Cantaloupe.
You can't elope. It's like when we're off to Vegas.
You want some water?
Gosh, it was funny. I think it was funny.
You guys rate the joke in the comments out of 5 Rotten Tomato scores. 5 tomatoes. I give it a solid 3.5.
3.5?
3.5.
That's mid.
It was a mid joke.
Oh gosh, whatever.
I gave you a laugh. I'm like, I get it.
That was a fake laugh.
I smiled. That was a real smile.
Whatever.
Harley laughs at her a lot.
She does. I love her little chuckle. Oh man. So today, for our main topic, we are going to talk about our saboteurs, the way we sabotage ourselves.
Oof.
Someone wise once said, when you know better, you do better.
I don't want to know no better.
So I figure if we know about ourselves and recognize where we sabotage ourselves and are not good people, well, not good, like we don't practice good things.
We'll drop the link for the test in the comments, guys. But it's a test that you can do online. A few questions, and they'll send you an email with what they believe out of those questions are your sabotages or your saboteurs or whatever. Low key, I thought it was stupid. Just the questions, not the test in general. I thought the questions were foolish. I'm like, how is this gonna tell? And then I feel like their questions were repeating themselves. Because there were like 50 questions. Well, you can fly through it really quickly. It's yes or no. Or strongly disagree or agree. But man, I was reading the results. Trigger warning, guys. So be careful when you're opening that email.
So, do you want to say what your sabotage were first? Or do you want
I
me to
didn't
say?
go all the way through it.
I mean, we could do like the top 3. We don't have to do all of them.
I'm saying I just looked at the results and then I started looking at the first results and I was like, this is a lot for the middle of a day.
I was gonna say just one. He was like,
But my top 3 sabotages, self-sabotaging traits are I'm a pleaser, which you would think that's not bad. I'm an avoider. I mean, and I'm restless.
Bless you.
Cause
Bless you.
Any more? You got anything else in there for us? Oh, thank you, Harley. You said, I smell bullshit with those, Daddy.
Hilarious.
I'm allergic to bullshit.
So, okay. So you said...
Pleaser, avoider, and restless.
All right. So what is pleaser?
Oh, okay.
No, I'll pull it if you want to. So, go ahead. It's
So
yours.
a pleaser is they indirectly try to gain acceptance and affection by helping, pleasing, rescuing, or flattering other, and they lose sight of their own needs and become resentful as a result.
Do you think that's accurate?
I mean, yeah. I wouldn't say resentful though, but I could see how sometimes I would feel resentful. So, like, some of the characteristics are has a strong need to be liked by people and attempts to earn it by helping, pleasing, rescuing, or flattering them. Check. Needs frequent reassurance by others about their acceptance and affection. High check before like 25. I've been working on it. You know, I think I've made a lot of progress in that area. But man, and well, triggered right here. Can't express own needs openly and directly. Does so indirectly by having people feel obligated to reciprocate care. Up until the make people feel obligated, because I'm not going to force anybody to do anything, but yeah, the rest of that's pretty accurate. Thoughts. I don't know how much you want to do. But thoughts, they say they think about, to be a good person, I should put the needs of others ahead of my own. Yeah, check. It bothers me when people don't notice or care about what I've done for them. Check. They can be selfish and ungrateful. I don't know about that.
You could be selfish and ungrateful?
Yeah.
You don't think you're selfish or ungrateful?
No.
Okay.
See, they got me questioning.
If you
I
don't
give away too much and don't think of myself enough. Check. I can make anyone like me. I mean, that makes me sound conceited though.
if you put the effort in, if you're in the mood to deal with people, you can make anybody like you. You're a very likable person.
And if I don't rescue people, who will? Yes.
Who?
Man, look.
Who?
I realized a few years ago that I have big Captain Save-A-Ho energy.
All the hoes before me. I'm not the hoe in this situation.
No, hoe is a general term,
I
not
get you.
specifically for
I
women.
know what you're talking about.
Feelings. Expressing own needs directly feels selfish. Big check. Worried that insisting on own needs may drive others away. Big check. Harley, can you know what? Resentful for being taken for granted, but having difficulty expressing it. Yeah. Especially like 19, 20-year-old Peter. Yeah. I can see those. Justifications / lies.
Lies you tell yourself.
I don't do this for myself. I mean, okay, if you say that's a lie. I help others selflessly and don't expect anything in return. Okay, I can see how that's a lie. Because I do want to be acknowledged for it. So that's expecting something in return. The world would be a better place if everyone did the same. I mean, yeah.
If everybody sacrificed their own needs for the needs of others?
It's the whole treat others the way you want to be treated. And that sometimes you have to sacrifice some of the things you like for other people.
Okay. So,
I don't know.
So what you're saying is it's a little accurate.
Impact on self and others. I can these people can jeopardize taking care of one's own needs, including emotional, physically, and financially. Yeah. Can lead to resentment and burnout. Big burnout. I don't really know about resentment. Others can develop dependence rather than learn to take care of themselves and feel obligated, guilty, or manipulated. Yeah, I had to learn to take care of myself. I couldn't put that in other people's hands.
Right?
Woo!
What was the next one?
Next, Saboteur Avoider. They focus on the positive and pleasant in an extreme way, avoiding difficult and unpleasant tasks and conflicts. Look, man, I don't like drama. I don't like stress. It's a lot. If I ain't got to deal with it, I ain't got to deal with it. Characteristics: avoids conflicts and says yes to things one wouldn't want. Oof. I'm still learning how to say no. Yeah. Downplays importance of real problems and tries to deflect others. Has difficulty saying no. Like I said,
Yes.
I have a difficulty saying no. And I mean, what are real problems? I'm alive, I'm breathing, I'm still eating, I got a roof over my head, all that good stuff. So, I'm straight. Resist others through passive-aggressive means rather than directly. I'm big passive-aggressive.
You big passive-aggressive.
Yeah, I know that.
You big passive-aggressive.
Loses self in comforting routine and habits. Procrastinates on unpleasant tasks.
Whew.
These are things like people would know about themselves but never will really say out loud. It's just like, I mean, I know I have these things, but I don't like being read. Thoughts: this is just too unpleasant. Maybe if I let it go, it would take care of itself. Yeah. If I deal with this now, I will hurt her feelings. I'd rather not. Yeah. If I get into conflict with others, I might lose my connection with them. Yeah. I have found balance. I don't want to mess with it. I'd rather give someone else their way than create a scene. Look, man, if the easiest solution to the issue is for you to do what you need to do, then do what you need to do. It ain't gonna bother me none. I'm gonna be at peace. You gonna be at peace. The world will keep rotating. Ain't that right, Harley? I'm getting hot. Feelings. Even kill. Anxiety about what has been avoided or procrastinated. Fear about hard-won peace of mind being interrupted. Big check. Suppressed anger and resentment rather than expressed anger. Yeah, I guess. Hey.
She just got here.
Hey. I don't want to hear it. Justification lies. You are a good person to spare other feelings. I mean, ain't I? No good comes out of conflict, and no good does come out of conflict. It's conflict. It's good to be flexible. Someone needs to be the peacemaker. Look, I know these are justifications and or lies, but I mean, they're kind of right.
I'm sitting here. I'm feeling a little bit of it because Avoider was my third one.
Third one?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
second
I feel a little bit of these.
Impact on self and others. Denying the conflict and negates negativity that do exist prevents one from actually working with them and turning them into gifts. I guess.
Wait, read that again? I don't.
Denying the conflicts and negativities that do exist prevents one from actually working with them and turning them into gifts.
Okay. You can't turn, so essentially you can't work on...
Reframing your mind.
I mean, yeah, that.
You know, the things you've been working on.
Yeah.
Feeling numb to pain is different than knowing how to harvest the wisdom and power of pain. What is avoided doesn't go away and festers. Relationships are kept superficial through conflict avoidance.
Oh, stop. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Because, I can name at least a quick 5 people that I'm like, I'm just going to keep my distance because I don't want to feel judged. Not judged, but just
I don't want to go through this with you right now. I don't want to go there with you.
Not even just that. Just, even people that, I wish I was closer to friends-wise. Like, I avoid talking about, like... Oh, yeah? I avoid talking about stuff that would, like, make us friends. So, like, okay. For example, I'm in a group chat. I've been in this group chat for, I promise, like, almost a year plus at this point. But, like, at first I was very active, you know, talked all the time, participated all the time. But at some point, I was just like, I don't think, like, I don't know, like, we're all very different people. And not very different, but we're all in different places. So I was like, I felt like I'm just gonna not reply or not say anything in the chat because I feel like
You feel like...
I'm trying to get my thoughts together. I feel like...
Did you fart? Hi.
I feel like... I don't know.
Hi.
I just wanted to, like...
Hello.
Avoid any negative connotations from it. So, like, in order to... And not even negative connotation. It's just, like, I feel like I didn't have anything of value to say. So I'm just, like, not going to say anything instead of,
what you
like...
would say might seem like you're looking down on them.
Exactly. Thank you. Yes. That is more so what it is. It's just, like, I don't want to come off as, like, condescending or, like, make it seem like my life is all the way together when it's definitely not.
I get it.
But instead of just, like, putting myself out there and maintaining this friendship, I was just, like, I was just, like, I'm gonna bow out. And just watch from afar.
Yeah. All right, last one for this. Others for impact on self and others, which is the last one in general. Others' trust level is reduced as they are not sure when negative information is being withheld. Yes. Just like your mama was saying, Harley. You're right. That's not good. Yeah, I know. You should do better. We're trying.
We're trying. I've, like, actively started... I haven't said too much yet, but I'm just like, I'll like this post. I'll, you know, throw out a little something here and there.
My next one, or my third highest one, the last one I'll do. Restless. Restless, constantly in search of greater excitement in the next activity or constant busyness. Rarely at peace or content with the current activity.
Rarely at peace or content with the current activity?
Look,
explain.
I do a lot at one time. Specifically so I don't get bored with one thing.
Okay.
I frame it as multitasking.
Right.
This claims that I'm restless. Characteristics. Easily distracted and can get too scattered. If there's a lot of shit going on and I feel like I gotta move and do shit, I'd be doing everything. Stays busy, juggling many different tasks and plans. Yeah, seeks excitement and variety, not comfort or safety. I don't know about that. Bounces, escapes from unpleasant feelings very quickly. Seeks constant new stimulation. I don't know about that. I can say if I don't got something to listen to, then I go a little stir crazy.
So seeks constant stimulation. You will literally be listening to something while also playing the game at the same time, and like
I'm focusing on both of them.
Focusing on both of them.
Yep. Thoughts. This isn't fulfilling. This next thing has got to be more exciting. These negative feelings suck. Big check. I must shift my attention to something exciting. Why can't anyone keep up with me? 1 out of 5. Feelings. Impatience with what is happening now. Oh. Yeah, I can see that. I'm always ready to just get on to the next thing, I guess. I don't know. Wondering what is next. Rarely. fear of missing out on other more worthwhile experiences. I guess now so more than ever, just because I feel like I've missed out on a lot being
Bless
younger. You got another one? No. Okay. Wondering what is next. Fear of missing out on others. Okay. Restless and wanting more and more options. Restless. I don't know about wanting. Well, I mean, if I'm restless, I guess. Worried that focus on any unpleasant feeling will grow and become overwhelming. Yeah, big chuck. Justification lies. Life is too short. I mean,
It is.
now. Well, you ain't gonna take your money with you. It must be lived fully. Well, okay, maybe I gotta skew this to my definitions. Because it must be lived fully. In a sense, yeah, seize your day. But also, no, I'm not doing a lot. So, fully for me is different from fully for somebody else. I don't want to miss out. Yeah, I guess. I do get sad that I don't do certain things sometimes, but I mean, I avoid unpleasant feelings. So.
So you don't focus on it long, you avoid it.
Impact on self and others. Underneath the surface of fun and excitement of the restless is an anxiety-based escape from being present to this moment, full experience, which might include dealing with unpleasant things. That's a lot. I might have to read that again. Underneath the surface of fun and excitement of the restless is an anxiety-based escape from being present to this moment's full experience.
Ooh, okay.
Which might include dealing with unpleasant things. Yes. I get that now. I can be somewhere having a great time and then immediately I'm like, okay, it's time to go.
So do you think that even...
And that's more like something might go wrong or... Yeah, trying to... Which might include dealing with trying to say unpleasant things. And it's something might happen or bad vibe. It's just, I gotta go. I've been here too long.
So what about like... See, listening to that, I see it more so as like you have to constantly be doing things to like stay out of your own head and like to not like think and reflect.
Yeah.
On negative things.
But that's what I mean. When I start to think and reflect, that's when I'm like, all right, it's time to go. So.
Do you do that just when you're out or like at home as well?
I think I might do it when I'm at home. I think that's why I consume a lot of shit at one time, so I stay out of my head. That's why, like, when it's quiet, I always feel like anxious.
Yeah.
Anxious is the word. Last thing, impact on self and others. Others have a difficulty time keeping up with the frenzy and chaos brought by the restless and unable to build anything sustainable around it.
Wait, one more time.
Others have a difficult time keeping up with the frenzy and chaos brought by the restless and unable to build anything sustainable around it. First of all...
So this is how people interact with you or how you interact with others?
How people would interact with me.
Oh, okay.
So it's more so like how you feel like you're doing something wrong when I'm running around just doing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm finished with that.
So your top 3 were pleaser, avoider,
and
restless. So, all right.
Okay, Daddy. While Mommy reads her emotions.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my top 3 were hypervigilant, and like you can score up to a 10, and that one was at a 10. So
well, I can't say that. One of mine was I think the first one was like 9.9.
Well, that's close.
Please Oh, 8.8.
Damn. So I'm vigilant more than anything. So we'll go with that one. So I was hypervigilant, pleaser, and avoider. And we kind of went through avoider. I kind of want to go back through pleaser to read it through my lens, but hypervigilant. So, hypervigilant. Continuous. Oh. Continuous, intense anxiety about all the dangers and what could go wrong. Vigilance that can never rest.
Where you trying to go?
And I tell you what. Yes. All the time.
I'm sorry, read that one more time for me.
Continuous, intense anxiety about all the dangers and what could go wrong. Vigilance that can never rest. It's like, oh, man. Yeah, yes. This is taking a lot of unpacking in therapy.
I don't know how she looked like that.
Man, I'm trying to.
I guess a hypervigilant person has to be with an avoider.
Like, oh, but no, it's also a recipe for disaster because, like, I'm worrying about everything, and you like, I don't need to worry about nothing. Like, it's not. Slightly uncomfortable if mommy is being honest. Slightly uncomfortable. So characteristics. Always anxious with chronic doubts about self and others. Yes.
Whee!
Extraordinary sensitivity to danger signals. Ooh. Yes. Constant expectation of mishap or danger. Oh shit! I'm feeling some emotions. So like,
yeah, I laughed through the pain.
Just like, right? So like,
That is set up.
I was constant expectation of mishap or danger. So,
Is that better?
in therapy, I have decided to go back into the workforce.
Good and strong girl.
And I was like really upset about it. I was upset about it because I was just like, oh, I don't want to go back to corporate America. Like, I don't want to have to feel like I have to put on a face for people and worry about having to return back to the office and just like all the doom and gloom. I hate like the feeling of. I hate the feeling that I could be fired at any moment and that I'm not in control of the situation of my employment. But my therapist was just like, do you feel that
Gotta grip it properly.
you have to
There you go.
have misery as like, what did she say? Essentially, it was just like, do you have to be miserable as a trade-off to anything you want in life? I was like, I mean, no, but if I'm not watching out for it, I don't want to be blindsided by it. Like, and I feel like that sums it up in a nutshell. Like, that's why I'm always just like seeing and acknowledging, not even acknowledging. It's just like imagining. I'm imagining that any
Cup
possible
half empty
danger could happen. It's not. I mean, I guess I've grown to be that. I used to pride myself on being optimistic and the world is such a wonderful place. But like somewhere along the line,
that's just a coping mechanism to avoid her hypervigilance. So.
But somewhere along the line, I've just been like, everything is trifling. Something can come and hurt me at any point in time.
You got it.
So yeah, constant expectation of mishap or danger. Suspicious of what others are up to. Yeah. Yeah. Another reason why I am very avoidant in friendships is because I fear that really.
Hey, Mom, you don't have to be scared of nothing. Relax. Relax. Okay, can we go? All right, Mom, speed it up. Let's go.
I know. So, suspicious of what others are up to. People mess up. Might seek reassurance and guidance from procedures, rules, authorities, intuitions. So just went over the characteristics of being hypervigilant, the hypervigilant saboteur, and into thoughts. And again, I feel attacked because I feel like I literally just said some of these things. Thoughts. When is the other shoe going to drop? Yeah. If I make a mistake, I fear everyone is going to jump down my throat. I want to trust people, but I find myself suspicious of their motives. Again, making connections here, which is why I avoid some friendships sometimes, because I just be like, yo, do y'all really like me, or y'all just faking? Like somebody sent me money for my birthday.
What?
Yes. And I was just like, me? You like me? You like me enough to send me money for my birthday? And I was just like, is this real? What's going on here? Something seems suspicious. So yeah. I need to know what the rules are, although I might not always follow them.
So what am I not supposed to do?
Like,
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I just wanted to know.
Gosh.
So I make sure I don't get caught doing it.
Feelings, skeptical, even cynical. Yes, very much so. Often anxious and highly vigilant.
That's crazy, mommy. I would have never expected it.
Justification lies. Life is full of dangers. If I don't look out for them, who will?
Them.
Gosh. Impact on self and others. This is a hard way to live. Very, very much so. Which is why I'm starting to work through some of these things. Which is why I was surprised it was like number 1 out of 10. Because like, yo. The constant anxiety burns a great deal of vital energy that could otherwise be put to great use. Loses credibility due to the crying wolf phenomenon. I don't think I'd have that. Others begin to avoid the hypervigilant as the intensity of that energy drains them. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because then I wake up and be like, why don't I have any friends? Why don't anybody invite me to shit? Yes. Original survival function. The hypervigilance often comes from early experiences where the source of safety and security was unpredictable and unreliable. It could also result when painful, unexpected events proved life to be threatening or unreliable. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
I'm not gonna get into it right now. I'm already feeling a little heightened.
So that sounds about right.
So
that's where y'all get it from.
You don't get any of this. I'm working so that you won't get any of this.
That's where I get it from.
You funny. All right. So the hypervigilant was number 1.
Read the bottom of the pleaser, the origin.
All right. So the pleaser, just for a reminder, indirectly tries to gain acceptance and affection by helping, pleasing, rescuing, or flattering others, loses sight of own needs, and becomes resentful as a result. And we went through all of the other ones because that was one of Peter's saboteurs. And the original survival function for the pleaser. The pleaser tries to earn attention and acceptance through helping others. This is an indirect attempt to have one's emotional needs met. It is fed by 2 original assumptions that are picked up in childhood. 1, I must put others' needs ahead of my own. And 2, I must give love and affection in order to give any back. I must earn it, and I'm not simply worthy of it. Oh, shit.
Oh, damn.
Moment of silence for my emotions.
Oh, well, damn.
Ooh.
Look, man.
Ooh.
I had great parents. They just had their own. Having your own company takes a lot of time away from other things, and filling in that gap. It's just filling in the gap.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. I definitely having a parent that works extremely hard almost all the time. Leaves you to have to fill in your own gaps. All right. Damn.
What's the next one? Let's move.
All right.
I'm not sitting in that. Avoider.
Avoider. So my third was Avoider. And of course, it was like...
Big number 2 from B.
Man.
My Avoider was... So my pleaser was 8 out of 8.8. My Avoider was 7.5.
My Hypervigilant was 10. And my Avoider and Pleaser are both 8.8. So, definition as a refresher. Focusing on the positive and pleasant in an extreme way, avoiding difficult and unpleasant tasks and conflicts. So, like, this explains a lot, and this explains why I feel stuck in life at times, because I'm always constantly fearful of dangers and unpleasant feelings that could arise from doing anything, that I just be like, you know what, I'm not going to do anything. Damn. Yeah.
What? It don't make no sense, mommy.
It don't make no sense. Like I said, this is why I feel stuck in life sometimes.
So what's the origin?
So, the original survival function.
Come on.
Avoider could rise from both
Okay, come
big
here.
feelings.
I'm here. We're done with the camera today.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the original survival function of the avoider. Avoider could arise from both happy and difficult childhoods. In happy childhood, one might not have learned the resiliency of dealing with difficult emotions. In a childhood of high conflict and tension, the avoider might come to play peacemaker and learn not to add any negativity or tension of one's own on top of existing family tensions.
Woo!
I'm gonna read that again, because, like, I checked out once I started feeling attacked. So.
Woo! I gotta stretch my toes. Yeah.
Third time's a charm. Avoider could arise from both happy and difficult childhoods. In happy childhood, one might not have learned the resiliency of dealing with difficult emotions. In a childhood of high conflict and tension, the avoider might come into play peacemaker. The avoider might come in to play peacemaker and learn to not add any negativity or tension of one's own on top of the existing family tensions.
I'm going to preference this by saying I can ultimately feel both of those. Good household. Whatever they call the other household. Difficult household.
High conflict. High conflict.
Because my brother is 8 years older than me. I was basically a first child all over again. So the household that me and Jamala grew up in, 2 different households.
Right.
Raised by the same parents, but 2 different households. In the sense of how they interacted with him versus interacting with me and Galen. So I can see both. So, sheesh.
I was say, you want to keep going or you good?
Hey, girl. Almost bath time.
All right.
I mean, I felt I more so found the resentful stuff. Just playing peacemaker between parent and older sibling when parent thought they were too good to reach out. He still has troubles reaching out. He's getting better. He's 10 times better than he's ever was. And don't worry, we tell this shit to him, to his face. Okay. That was Avoider?
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, I can see. I never wanted to be in the middle. So, ever shit happened, I actively stayed out of everybody's way. Like, I don't want, stop, I don't text him. I don't know. Nope. Oh, somebody's getting yelled at? Let me go mop the driveway because it just rained. I don't know. I just want, hey, Harleen. She's avoiding conflict right now. Because you're like, I feel all this negative energy here with you guys. All your emotions. I'm tired.
Hilarious. Yeah.
With her eyes open, y'all.
Babies be sleep with their eyes open.
Like, I wish I could just zoom in and enhance.
Yeah. Yeah. Hilarious. I definitely see the avoider come out in me through the...
I guess that's why I avoid shit. I don't want to deal with it, so I'm not going to deal with it. I refuse. Sorry, go ahead. I keep interrupting.
I was gonna say, if you need to keep processing, keep processing. I would prefer you not interrupt, but if you need to keep processing, keep processing.
Oh, go ahead.
But yeah, I definitely see the avoider come into play throughout my childhood because my mother was wonderful, but she was a single mom, and like that came with her own set of stresses and issues, which were family stresses and issues. So like I was definitely often the one to be like, I need this, but I know that we don't have it right now, so I'm not even gonna ask for it. Or, I never wanted my mom to come home to a dirty house, even though like I was tired. I was the one who was like getting my sister up and ready for school in the morning. Like,
shit. For me, it wasn't even a dirty house. I know at some point I figured out how stressful owning your own business was. And I didn't want to be in his line of sight when he got home, let alone have a dirty house to come to. That's like, kids always like, oh, let me go do something because somebody else is getting beat. No, real shit. Like, I want to be nowhere near. I don't want you to see me.
Like, I tried everything possible not to add any additional stress onto my mother. I was just like, that's my role to play. Like, that's just how it is. It's just like
her tongue. Gayla used to do that.
So it's like my cousin used to do that. So yeah, I was always just like, let me like not even like do anything. And that's also why I was just like hyper vigilant, because it's like I always felt like I had to assess what was going to happen or what could happen in order to avoid what could possibly happen, because I didn't want to add any extra stress to the household.
My dad used to just wake us up on Saturdays to do shit. So when he come home, either I'm not in your line of sight, or if I want you to see me doing something so you're not feeling like I'm doing nothing. Just avoid it. Please, let me do something so he'll be happy, so he's not bothering. Like,
yes.
Sheesh.
And those things carry over into, honestly, hilarious. And it's interesting how those things carry over into our relationship and how we interact with each other now, unpacking all of these things. That's why I always feel like for a very long time, like once I stopped working, I always felt like I had to be doing something. Like, house couldn't never be dirty. I had to be cleaning everything all the time, or I had to.
I didn't care because I knew how that felt.
Like,
but
I do something.
you would wonder like how I would know something's off with her, because I had to understand people's energy, their emotions, so to avoid conflict and drama and negativity. So like that's why I'm a big energy person. Like I can feel shit radiating. Like something is off. Don't tell me it's nothing. Something is wrong.
I would say, or even why I'm always hyper aware, I guess.
She is out, bro.
Well, I'm always hyper aware and trying to assess your mood 24/7, or why I internalize and feel like you're annoyed for no reason whatsoever just by doing shit. Yeah. So overall, to wrap up,
Oh, that was a great episode. Very fun.
I said, when you know better, you do better. You understand why we do the things that we do so that we can work on our mindset and so that we can work on our mindset and actively change and combat those things that don't serve us anymore.
So if you would like to have fun too,
yes,
the link will be in the description.
I think this assessment was very accurate. Based on the questions, I did not think it would be at all.
Well, those questions were dumb. And they repetitive.
Ooh boy. But yeah, it takes less than 5 minutes. It took us. This was interesting. So.
Interesting.
So thanks for joining us today on Shootin' with the Scotts. As Peter said at the top of the episode, like this video, share it with a friend, follow us on all of our socials, subscribe to our Patreon if you feel so inclined. And yeah, I think that's it. This has been Shootin' with the Scotts, and we have been the Scotts.
It's been real, y'all.
Bye.
Hey everybody, co-host Peter stopping by to say thanks for watching and to let you know if you like this video, check out last week's video and the playlist with all of our episodes. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when our vlogs, podcasts, and gameplays drop. It's been real, y'all.